What's up guys, today's video is on the Garmin Approach CT10 reviews. Garmin is one of the leaders in premium GPS technology. Their lineup of golf watches is the best on the market in my opinion, particularly the Approach S60. Recently, they announced that they were entering the shot tracking market with their Approach CT10. While this area has emerged as crowded during the last few years with groups like Game Golf, ARCCCOS, and Shot Scope, Garmin's attitude is that they have got a gadget this is well matched within their best-selling watches. Recently, I were given a danger to check out the Approach CT10 with their S60 GPS watch at the course. I believe the CT10 performed well on all three of these criteria, and I'll explore them in more detail in this review. Additionally, I'll discuss whether or not it makes sense to purchase Garmin's system based on your performance and budget needs. Installation and use. Like other shot tracker systems, the Garmin Approach CT10 require you to install trackers at the top of your grips. They're a little larger than the other systems I have used, but don't add any noticeable weight to the golf club. When I first started using them, the club actually appeared a little longer, but after a short time, it was not very noticeable. Not every golfer will react the same to their size, but it is something you should know. Pairing the sensors is a breeze with the S60 watch. Once you're finished, all you need to do to get commenced together along with your spherical is flip your watch on and pick out the path you're going to play. During the round, the system itself is very passive since it does not require manual tagging before each shot. When you pull your club out of your bag, it usually takes a few seconds for the watch to register what club you are using. Once it does, it will display your typical yardages as well as your tendencies off the tee. This info may be useful to you at the moment, but if it isn't, you can use your watch's functionality as you usually would. If your status with inside the equal spot and take exercise swings, the sensor will decide which swing become the real shot and most effective report at once. The most effective ability hiccups arise while you're taking out a couple of membership at once that can manifest numerous instances around. Sometimes it is able to understand the incorrect membership, however this will be edited afterward. The watch will automatically record your score, but I found tracking to be more accurate when you confirm your score at the end of each hole. Overall, I did not find the process too different than Shot Scope, which is another shot tracking system that does not require tagging. Accuracy. Overall, I found the Garmin CT10 Approach to be very capable of tracking my shots. Once you are finished with your round, you upload it through the Garmin Golf app either via your phone or on your computer. No matter what shot tracking system you are using, you should expect to spend 5–10 minutes reviewing your round afterward. I think this is a great exercise in general because it forces you to go through all of your shots and review what went well and what didn't. On top of that, you are able to edit any small errors that might have occurred. I wouldn't assume perfection out of the Garmin CT10. However, in my testing, I did now no longer see too many errors. There had been some times in which it recorded a shot that didn't occur, the incorrect club, or lacking the rating for a hole. It turned into very clean to edit any of those mistakes, and I could advise doing them quickly after your spherical so the facts is sparkling to your mind. Compared to the Shot Scope V2, I would say the Garmin CT10 was slightly prone to making more errors, but not by much. Tracking your game without having to manually tag shots is a much easier process overall, and I think both of these systems do a great job. Performance. It should go without saying that you want a shot tracking system to be hassle-free on the golf course. However, I believe the most important feature is how the data is presented to the end user. The whole point of tracking your shots is to shed more light into your golf game and see where you can improve. Garmin's competitors do an excellent job of this. Game Golf, Shot Scope, and ARCCCOS have built very robust online dashboards that are intuitive and provide a wealth of insight into your golf game. Garmin has performed an excellent process on this area. However, the machine is extra of a pinnacle-level view of your sport in place of a deep dive. You'll ought to play numerous rounds earlier than you begin to see any significant insights. However, I suppose Garmin does offer masses of beneficial information. In fact, for golfers who are seeking out simplified data, it is probably extra suitable for you. You'll see a basic dashboard that shows you how you compare to golfers at a similar level in your driving, approach shots, wedge play, and putting. Additionally, you can get more information on each category. For example, on tee shots, you can see your typical distance, how many fairways you are hitting, and your missed tendencies. On approach shots, you can see how often you are hitting greens, and more importantly, where you are missing them. Lastly, you'll accept a comparable view to your chip photographs to look how regularly you have become up and down for par. I truly like how they gift the setting overall performance through simplifying what number of putts you take on short, medium, or longer putts. One major feature I think they are missing is displaying your average club distances. They present this information to you on the course, but I also believe it should be on the online dashboard. Overall, I was very impressed with their stat tracking portal. While it's not as advanced as some of their competition, I don't think most golfers need to go too crazy with analysis. Sometimes simple is good. And in the closing thoughts, there are a few issues that you should be aware of in terms of budget. Since this system can only be used with a Garmin Approach S20 or Approach S60 watch, it bumps up the cost. Right now the CT10 retails for $299 and the S20 watch is around $200, while the S60 is usually priced at $399 or below. That brings the total cost up to well over $500. Shot Scope V2 is the maximum similar gadget because it gives a tag unfastened experience, a GPS watch, and sensors. Right now it most effective costs $249. Game Golf sells their gadget for under $100, however it calls for guide tagging earlier than photographs and does now no longer provide GPS distance capability. Lastly, ARCCOS charges $249 for his or her gadget, however calls for you to hold your telecell smartphone to your pocket as it should be tuned GPS data. I think the CT10 would be a tough sell for people who don't currently own the S20 or S60 watch. Granted, they are excellent GPS watches, and in my opinion the best on the market right now, but you can't ignore the overall cost. If you currently own the compatible watches from Garmin, I think this stat tracking system can be a big winner for you. If you're in the market for a shot tracking system, it could be cost prohibitive to entertain buying both the watch and tracking system combined based on your budget. Overall, I think Garmin did a great job with their Approach CT10 shot tracking system. It's easy to use, very accurate at tracking your shots, and provides useful data insights for your golf game. Pros: you don't have to record the club you shot with. It's simple to use. The distance data seem to be fairly accurate. Seeing your common mistakes is very helpful. Cons: the putting didn't seem to be as accurate as other units. It often got confused or imputed the wrong data. It only pairs with the S20 or S60 GPS. Not all of my sensors actually worked. Thanks for watching. If you liked the video, please hit the like button. If you want to see more videos, hit the subscribe button. And if you have something to say, please leave a comment.